everybody. I hear Tim Cavanaugh's on the show.
That's what I've been told.
I've been told too, twice. He's going to be on twice. We have a special. We decided to have a Tim Cavanaugh evening, and I think that's fantastic.
He's all over this.
He's all over this thing because he works cheap, and I think that's fantastic. So
I do.
And we had a little blue Tim Cavanaugh before the show. I don't think we'll see that live though. We won't see that live. So
it was a little double entendre. It wasn't blue necessarily, although I am colorblind, so I don't know what color it was.
Ooh, colorblind. What color's my tie?
It is. It's a fuchsia, and that rhymes with
dig a hole. No. Stop. Okay, it's red. It's red. Hi, everybody. Welcome to the virtual comedy show where I just used the term "getting any." I've never said that in my life, and it sounded pretty crass. It sounded like I was doing a Tim Cavanaugh dirty set when I said "getting any."
If I may, it also demonstrated you don't know what spaying and neutering means. But carry on.
I don't know. No sex. I don't know what it means.
It's not what it means.
What does it mean?
It just means can't make more babies.
Oh, well, I'm still ain't getting any. Okay. Plus, I never thought about who it was getting it alone. I don't even know what. Actually, I got to tell you, I'm amazed that there was any to get for me. I'm not sure what it is, or if I've even gotten any. So it's not even that. I don't even know what getting any means, let alone spaying.
If you do get it, you should bring it back immediately.
That's right. Oh, well, the camera. What happened? Okay. Anyway, everybody, you're all going to get some tonight, though. And I mean laughs and music and a very special show. Along with our superstars, Steve Goody and Patty Vasquez, we're doing an extra special show, giving the rest of the show to Pound for Pound, even though he doesn't weigh that much, the best musical comedian in the world, Tim Cavanaugh, everybody.
Yes.
Wait a minute. Stop that.
I know. He's our headliner.
There. He's fantastic.
You are the coolest cat out there, right? Agreed. And to my knowledge, you've also never said getting any. Is that true?
I have never said getting any. I have gotten some, but I have never said getting any because
Dad here has a great big old hitch and is getting any.
That's right. I'm getting any.
I like that.
All right. Well, you know what? Let's giddy some jokes right now. Here we go. Are we ready, everybody?
Yes.
Yeah. All right. The Golden Globes were held last night, and comedian Joe Coy hosted because I guess Danny Bonaducci said no. and that is not a slight on Joe, who I don't know, and he's a great comic, but it's a comment that no famous comedians will host anymore. And I think Joe had an impossible job last night. But the fact, though, one thing, though, I think, Patty, I talked about this, blaming the crowd if you don't think the show's going well, probably not the best way to get the audience on your side. That's kind of open mic-ish. I think we've all seen here for 4 years that the only thing to blame is what I do when I do a joke that doesn't work. I blame that paint chips really tasted good when I was a kid. Extra mercury in those. So anyway, now Joe said that he only had 10 days with a dozen writers to write 10 minutes of jokes. And that is impossible, he said. Well, I started these jokes at 2 p.m. this afternoon, and not once has Taylor Swift given me the stink eye. I'm about to come
No idea what that is.
Yeah, but you turned my stupid thing on, whoever did that. Hold on. I can't take it.
What's going on?
A lot of people with a lot of noises, you guys. If you got radio and stuff going on, please mute yourself. Thank you.
Somebody mute somebody. Who do we got in here? Anyway, all right. Now, I'm not going to jump on Joe. By the way, he's a good guy and a great comic, and he was in an impossible situation. Okay, we've got somebody. We've got our first, what do they call a hacker or whatever.
I keep muting Gerald, and he keeps unmuting himself, and I think I got to get rid of him.
Get rid of him.
Yeah, I think we're going to get rid of him.
Who was that?
We're removing Gerald.
What?
Okay, carry on, please.
That's fantastic. We've got our first hacker or whatever. What do you call that?
Almost 4 years is the first time that's happened.
I know. That's amazing.
That's what happens when we promote this on my show.
It's interesting. Right. Yeah, Patty, thank you. We've got Patty's bad people coming on the show. Well, that's crazy. So, oh well. Hey, next we'll go to somebody and we'll see a thingy. Okay. I
Oh, that'd
that's
be
what I was
fun.
talking about. Oh, Joe Coy. Hey, this is about as funny as Joe Coy at this time. No, I'm kidding, Joe. Joe was funny. He's a good comic and a good guy, but it's an impossible situation to be a mildly famous person asked to make fun of really famous people in front of the world and them all being drunk. I mean, that's like if Oppenheimer decided at the last minute to have Kid Rock be on the Nuclear Advisory Committee. You know, it's you eggheads probably never blown up an outhouse. So, okay. Next up. Now I'm thrown from whoever was on. It was funny. Oh, did you all see this? You have to. A door plug flew off a Boeing plane as it was taking off from Portland, Oregon.
Right.
Yes.
It's going to come up anyway.
Man, what is going on tonight?
Are you letting more people in that shouldn't come in?
No, I'm letting good people in. I just let Kevin and Liz in. They're good people.
Oh, Kevin and Liz. They're always a problem, everybody.
Carry on, do your best. You're a very professional person.
Nah, and it really doesn't matter. A door plug flew off a Boeing plane as it was taking off from Portland, Oregon. My first question is, why are we plugging up doors instead of having a real door? I think that's the first question I have. It was like a bunch of newspapers and duct tape. I'm not exactly sure. I don't think folks were thinking that they'd be in the surprise exit row when they answered that question at the beginning of the flight. Would you be willing and able to be sucked out of the exit door if it opens itself? I think that's great. I'm going to need a verbal yes from each one of you. Yeah. Luckily, no one was sitting in the seat next to the door. No one was seriously injured, and the oxygen masks were deployed to muffle the screams, is what happened there. So, okay. All right. Now, if we're going to not let anybody else in, I think it's the best point here, right? It's getting uncomfortable and weird. All right. Hey, the door plug to the Boeing plane that flew off was found in the backyard of a public school teacher named Bob. Did you know that?
Really?
Really?
Yep. Guy named Bob, school teacher. Authorities showing up to pick up the door were given 2 weeks detention and told to write a 100-word essay called "How to Keep My Doors Plugged in the Future." Also, there was another fallout from the Boeing door plug blowout. 2 iPhones were torn from their owners' hands and sucked out the hole in the plane.
Oh.
Yeah. They were found in a yard and on the side of the road, both cryptically showing text messages that said, "Where are you at?" That was what was on the phone. By the way, 2 people with babies in arms are about 4 rows back. So thank God their babies are good, right? Hey, something you all want to do next. Steamboat Willie is now in the public domain.
Hooray!
Yay!
Yeah. Yep. That, you know what that means?
What
That means now I can finally create my own cartoon where Willie meets Coal Train Muff.
Okay.
Steamboat, coal train.
Steamboat
I'm
working
Willie,
through it.
Coal Train Muff. Okay.
Oh, okay.
Welcome to Pornhub, everybody. Okay,
Oh,
let's move
I
on.
see. Okay, Willie. Okay, and
Wow,
Muff. Yeah,
Willie,
okay.
Muff.
Wow.
That was hard. That was hard.
I didn't know.
Thinking.
I'm looking for a smart crowd. I don't know what
I had cognitive problems.
You come to the wrong place.
All right. Wrong show. Here we go. Hey, only 12 more. And this is number 1. Here we go. This one, Hershey's is being sued by a group that says they are mad that the pumpkin-shaped peanut butter cups don't have the same cute face as the wrapper. Totally true. One lady said she was horrified when she saw no face on her pumpkin. Horrified. A spokesman for Reese's said, "Hey, lady, there's no wrong way to eat me."
Wow.
Ooh. Come on.
You know the pronouns for that joke? The pronouns for that joke? Hershey.
Ah.
Oh.
I'm on the show extra this week. So save all of that for later.
Joe Coyle. Hey, one half of my favorite detective duo, Starsky and Hutch, passed away. So sad.
Oh no.
David Soul, who played Hutch, was 80 and honored by his partner, Paul Michael Glazier. as a great friend and partner. So we will miss him. Fans, though, will be happy to know things aren't over, though. Even though David has passed, Netflix is planning a reboot of Starsky and Hutch, but it will take place in Salem's Lot. They've got him in a pet cemetery as we speak.
Magnum Force.
Even though he wasn't in Pet Cemetery. America's sweetheart Mary Lou Retton is home after spending time in the ICU with double pneumonia. Wow, I know that's rough. The gold medal gymnast said she felt this might have been the end, and that next time she'll try a triple pneumonia Sukahara to impress that pesky Russian judge. Landed it. Landed it. Landed it. NASA, along with United Launch Alliance, has just sent a rocket to the moon that is carrying human remains, including DNA from Presidents George Washington, John F. Kennedy, and Dwight Eisenhower. Is that amazing?
Yeah.
Of course, none of this will ever break the record that Bill Clinton and Donald Trump have for spreading DNA on moons. I just think I lost the Golden Globes for next year. Anybody think that?
Only because it's your filthiest set ever.
This is my filthiest set ever. I know.
Hey, he's proud of it.
I'm proud. 2 more, and they get filthier. Dog, who heard this? You got some squeaking going on. Something going
I
on.
know. I'm trying to find it. I don't know who it is.
We got to stop letting people into this show.
I stopped.
No, I mean ever. None of us. Just
Oh, right. Everybody go home.
The laughs would be huge. A dog shocked a family in Pennsylvania by eating $4,000 in cash that they had left on the counter to pay for a landscaping job. Wow. Consequently, they didn't have the money to pay for the full landscaping job, but just enough uneaten money to dig a dog-sized hole. I'm kidding. The dog's fine. Now, the family, oddly, the family was able to piece up a lot of the shreds of the money, and they gave it to the bank, and they got new bills for that. And a few days later, totally true, they found $300 that the dog had passed.
Oh.
Yep. And were able to clean it and tape it together. They took that money to the bank, and the bank said, "We'll give you $500 to leave. Just take that out of here. Keep it. Here's $500." All right, one more, and then Tim Cavanaugh, the rest of the show. Put him on. We're all walking. Tim Cavanaugh. Here we go.
That's not the first time that's happened to me.
Me too. By the way, hey, on the I want to say on the Joe Coy thing. So people think that was a hard gig. Here's a hard gig. A hard gig is I once did a corporate Christmas party for an oncology group, right?
Oh,
oncology, yes. So they're talking. They're saying, "Yeah, we'll start the show. It's 8 o'clock. It's 9 o'clock." Then they have a woman that is the secretary who wants to do a funny bit about the people in the office.
Oh,
It'll take 5 minutes. She talked for an hour. Nothing funny to say. "Oh, remember Bob tripped." Terrible. Then after that hour, it was 10:30, and the guy goes, "Oh yeah, I'll bring you up, but wait, I got to do one thing." He goes, "Before I bring up the comedian, I'd like to go through every patient who died this year in our practice." And he showed their picture. Claire fought hard for 3 years, but finally pancreatic took her. 7 or 8 people crying. "Oh, by the way, here's the comedian." So I literally walked up and I said, "I'd like to say F you, every one of you." And I used the F word. I said, "F all of you. This is the word. How dare you?" And then I killed. So anyway. All right, here's the last joke. A man in Birmingham, Alabama crashed his car, took off his clothes, and then did a cannonball into the Bass Pro Shop giant aquarium. That's right. He was arrested. He was arrested, but out of jail in time to get to the school board meeting and complain that gay books were hurting children. All right, here we go.
all right.
Be goody, everybody. There he is.
Look, everybody, it's Brad Tassell!
All right, it's